What's up guys, DP Connect at dlife and today we're going to talk about Pixboy on iOS, Android and Switch. We saw this game released a couple of weeks ago and love the art style, and it's very reminiscent of the old Mario games on the Game Boy. We reviewed a game kind of like this one several weeks ago, but this one seems a bit more meaty than the last one. With all that said, is this game any good? Let's find out. First, let's talk about what we like about the game. The graphics are awesome. They're not HD or anything like that, but they have a really cool retro look. The graphics look very much like Game Boy graphics, but more specifically like the graphics from the first Mario Bros. Game. There are a ton of color options, and one in particular that looks like it came straight out of the Game Boy itself. It has the dark green look that was made popular by Nintendo back in the day. There's a nice place where you can buy different colors depending on the amount of coins that you earn. There are lots of different color options including yellow and black, blue and white, light blue and pink, and more. But our favorite are the light green, dark green and dark purple options. They bring out the most contrast out of all of them. The gameplay is really great as well. Like we said before, it's a classic Mario gameplay. You collect coins, stomp on enemies, go from moving platforms to moving platform, as well as battle against some cool bosses. Now the difference between this one and the old Mario games is that instead of shooting fireballs at enemies, you're shooting arrows at them. The other change is that you don't get infinite arrows. Instead, you have to stomp on the enemies in order to add an arrow or two to your arsenal. You also get to collect hearts throughout the game so that you can postpone your death as long as possible. Lastly, each of the 10 levels within 4 worlds in the game are made up of 3 challenges you can achieve. Those including all the coins in the level, finding the secret popsicles, and beating the level at a certain time. The sound is also pretty great. They feel slightly too loud, but for the most part, the character and the environmental sounds are nicely done. The background music is also filled with the retro goodness. If you miss the music from those days, you'll really like this one. Now let's talk about the touch controls. These are also pretty decent. The controls are pretty simple. There's a left and right arrow to move on the left side of the screen and to jump, and shooting button on the right side of the screen. One of the controls that's really useful is that if you tap and hold the jump button, you have the ability to glide. Now let's talk about what we didn't like about the game. Let's stay with the controls here, because while they work really well, there are instances that our thumb moved from the button and we moved one way instead of the other, which caused us to die a few times when we didn't want to. A good remedy for this would to make a floating joystick option that it tracks which side your thumb is moving regardless of where your thumb is pressed. The other thing that we would love if it had controller support. The omission of this seems kind of odd for a platformer. While the touch controls are decent, a lot of people would love that controller support for more precise movement. Other than the very slight control issues, this game is filled with really great retro graphics, good sound, great gameplay, a ton of replay value, and the fact that this game difficulty is fairly balanced makes this game playable by many. And because of this, it is definitely dlife HD approved. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Let us know what you think about this game or any other games you've been playing in the comments below. We love talking to you guys. You can also talk to us more on our Discord server. Info will be in the video descriptions below. Remember to like, subscribe for more videos like this. Lastly, check out our Twitter account for gameplay of the latest releases. But most importantly, remember to always stay one up.